Who you choose to marry is a really big deal. If you're dating someone who only thinks about themselves, refuses to take any accountability when they mess up, rarely if ever is curious about your inner world and has no interest in your feelings or needs or desires or dreams, you have to leave that relationship. And you might say, well, nobody's perfect. I mean, I love them. I don't care if you love them or they love you. Love has nothing to do with this. They can say they love you and still have no capacity to carry out what that word means. Because love means thinking about someone else as much as you think about yourself. Love is all about mutual respectfulness. Love is considerate, and you can't be considerate unless you actually learn about someone else and get curious on how they feel loved and prioritized. Love is about selflessly sacrificing for someone else, and we can usually get one partner who selflessly sacrifices. That's probably you. It's really hard to get that other person involved, isn't it? And I think if it's true, it's time for you to admit out loud, this relationship that I have right now doesn't work for me. That's important to admit because too often you're not honest with yourself, and you're certainly not honest with them because the vast majority of the time you're either making excuses for them or you don't feel safe to be honest because it would just start another fight, wouldn't it? And it makes sense that you're feeling disconnected and potentially resentful and angry about this relationship. But that anger is telling us something. It's teaching us that we're being mistreated or at least neglected in some really important areas for us. The goal isn't to ignore that anger or allow it to lash out on other people. The goal is to listen to what that anger is trying to communicate to us. So you need to admit, this relationship doesn't work for me. Now, I'm not saying that this relationship is doomed. Absolutely, it could change into something better. But let's not forget that building a foundation of trust and intimacy and emotional safety always requires two people. It doesn't work with just one.